thank you. Thank you for being here. Again, I'm Al Jones, A-L-J-O-N-E-S, and I'm the Chief of Arlington Police Department. I just wanted to provide you a quick update on the incident that occurred at Lamar High School this morning. Just before 7 a.m., about 35 minutes typically before school started, the Arlington Police Department responded to the campus of Lamar High School to investigate a reported shooting. When officers arrived on the scene, they located a male student with an apparent gunshot wound. That student was transported to a nearby hospital in critical condition. It is with great sadness that I announce that the student has died from his injuries. A female student who was in the area was grazed by gunfire and suffered non-life-threatening injuries. She was transported to a hospital by an adult male that was nearby. Witnesses were able to call 911 dispatch with a good description of the shooter. As officers was responding to the scene, they located an individual that matched that description. The officers surrounded the individual and took him into custody without incident. The suspect is a juvenile male, so we would not be able to release his name, but I can tell you he has been charged with capital murder, and additional charges are pending. He is currently being held at the Tarrant County Juvenile Detention Center. We recovered a weapon we believe that was used in the shooting this morning. Just want to make this point known that the shooter never entered the school building, and he left the campus immediately after shots were fired. The motive still remains unclear, and the investigation is ongoing. I just really want to thank the Arlington Police Department officers and the Arlington ISD personnel who responded to the incident. Their response was swift. The scene was secure in minutes. We train regularly with the school district, so we're able and we're prepared to handle incidents like this. And I'm extremely proud of the job that everyone did today. On behalf of the department, I would like to extend my deepest condolences to the family of the victims and to all of the students and staff at Lamar High School. Our hearts are with them. We will continue to work lock and step with the district to make schools a safe place for the students to learn. I'll close with this. We need our community's help to ensure that guns do not end up on school campuses. We need gun owners to step up, to be responsible, and to ensure that they properly are securing their firearms so kids don't have access to them. That means using gun safes, gun locks, and not leaving the guns unsecure in cars or other places where kids can get them. With that, I'll turn it over. Thank you.
Marcelo Cavazos, Arlington ISD Superintendent, M-A-R-C-E-L-O-C-A-V-A-Z-O-S. Before I get into the details of our response today, I wanted to share our heartbreak. We prepare for incidents like this, but it's impossible to prepare for the emotion. Today, we're heartbroken. Heartbroken for the families of the victims, the victim, the staff, the whole Lamar community. And I encourage everyone to continue to keep Lamar High School, Arlington ISD, in your thoughts, your prayers, as we grieve today. Immediately when the shots were fired, our staff at Lamar High School opened the doors, brought the students in, and went to an immediate lockdown. That lockdown lasted for several hours as the Arlington Police Department conducted their investigation. At approximately 11 a.m., we began the reunification process here at the athletics complex. I want to thank our staff, our principal, and all our staff that worked on this reunification process as well. Schools deserve to be a safe place for students to learn and to grow every day. And today, we're heartbroken. We will continue to work with the Arlington Police Department as they conduct their investigation. We will not have school tomorrow at Lamar High School, and we'll have counselors available on Wednesday for any student or staff that needs help. And we will continue to provide that service as long as it's needed. I want to personally thank the Arlington Police Department for their partnership every day, but specifically today. They have our full support as they conduct this important investigation. Turn it over to the principal.
Andrew Hagman, principal of Lamar High School, ANDREWHAGMAN. I want to say how thankful I am to the Lamar staff who responded very promptly to help get students into a safe position and to tend to the students who were hurt. I'm so proud of the efforts today, and I'm very, very proud of our students and for how they responded. It was before school started, and the fact that the kids had to respond as quickly as they did to such a tragedy and to such an urgent situation, I'm just beyond grateful, and I'm beyond thankful for how well they followed our instructions. They listened to APD and to our staff, and I'm thankful that they are safe today.
And with that, we'll open it up for a few questions. Again, keeping in mind that we may not be able to answer all of them.
Are all of the students involved current students of Lamar High School?
Yes, they are.
Do we know the motive? What caused?
No, we're still investigating. We're trying to determine motive. We still have an ongoing investigation. We still have a lot of interviews to get through. But right now, we still don't know the motive of what transpired today or why it transpired.
The arrest as far as where and how quickly?
So it was within minutes. As soon as the call came out, our officers responded to Lamar High School. One of the patrol officers who was responding got the description of the shooter, and we were able to get him in custody within minutes.
Chief, what kind of gun did y'all recover? Did y'all find any ammunition? And you're talking about keeping guns safe. Where did this kid get the gun?
Right now, we're still working on the investigation and trying to determine where that gun came from. Right now, we just don't know.
Were there school resource officers on campus?
So the incident happened just prior to the officers getting on campus, but they were en route when the call came out. So we were at the campus in probably minutes.
Sorry, Chief, you didn't answer. What kind of gun, and did y'all find any ammunition?
Right now, we are not going to release what type of gun it is. As I said, this is still an active investigation.
Moving forward, is this something where you'll bring the school resource officers on campus just a little bit earlier as soon as students arrive? Or?
I think this was just truly a tragic situation. Bringing our officers on campus, probably, I don't think that would be necessary in this case. But we're always open for ideas and trying to do things better.
Principal Hagman, of all the people standing here, you were closest to the kids and the student who died today. Can you tell us what you're feeling right now? Walk us through what's on your mind.
Just unfathomable remorse to think that a young life was lost in such a senseless fashion is just, it's incredible, and it's incredible when it happens right at your doorstep. And so I'm still numb, but I'm thankful that more kids were not hurt and staff were not hurt, and my heart goes out to the young man's family.
Superintendente, en español, podría preguntarle qué le pudiera decir a la comunidad, y segundo, hay padres que piden más seguridad. ¿Hechos como este pueden prevenirse en escuelas?
Sabemos que primeramente estamos quebrados de corazón por esto lo que ha pasado hoy. Es algo que pasó muy desgraciadamente, y sabemos que cuando comenzaron a tirotear, los empleados del Lamar High School metieron a todos los estudiantes y aseguraron todo el edificio, y los oficiales del Police Department llegaron en minutos. So, sabemos que hay muchas preguntas que no tenemos las respuestas hoy, pero sabemos que esta investigación va a seguir con el Departamento de Policía de Arlington. Sabemos que nosotros preparamos por muchos incidentes como estos, pero cuando pasa algo así, no se puede preparar para la emoción cuando pierdes un estudiante en las escuelas.
Could you please tell us, can you tell us at least the age or at least the grade level of the students involved? Or at least the student who passed?
Not releasing that. We're not releasing that at this
Yeah, no, we're not going to release that information at this time.
All three were students.
All three of them were students at the school, but various age groups.
Can y'all explain? So I thought there were school resource officers on all of the campuses. I thought there were two. So can you explain that? I'm sorry, Superintendent.
Sure. So let me explain it. So prior to the officers arriving on duty, which they start at 7 o'clock, the shooting happened around 6:55 this morning. So it was 5 minutes before the officers were on campus.
Would you anticipate the district and the police department working together on what can we do now? Like we've worked on security inside the building, but how do we make sure kids are going to be safe in the parking lot too, like when they first show up?
Well, I'm sure that there is going to be ongoing discussion to make sure that our kids are safe. That's our number one priority, is our kids, and we want to make sure that we're providing them a safe environment. So we'll talk about it as we move forward. That we don't know. I think it was some witnesses that was in the area that made the call.
You guys, I'm assuming that there's video cameras. Is there any video of this incident? If y'all saw the video, can you just give me your visceral reaction to seeing what you saw?
Yes, there was video of it. Unfortunately, I can't get too far into it because we're still trying to dig in to determine why. And we just don't want to give out too much information on the incident itself.
Can you just say how you felt seeing it?
Well, here it is. As a dad, I was disturbed because it's a kid. This is what I would say it was very senseless act of violence. But we're concerned, and we're just trying to move forward and making sure that these kids are safe in the future.
How are y'all going to make sure that other students are safe when they return? I think Wednesday, you're saying, Superintendent?
Yeah.
So obviously, when you have an incident like this, we're going to definitely increase our close patrols of the schools. We want to make sure that the students that are going back to school feel safe, and that's what it's really about. We're trying to get them back to their new norm.
Outside the school, was it like in the parking lot, the entryway, like where? Map it out for me, like where did this shooting happen?
It was close to the steps. Yes.
And the suspect never went inside the school.
Nope, the suspect never went inside the school. At any point after the shooting, the suspect took off running.
Are there metal detectors or whatever at the school?
We do have metal detectors and we use them at the school. And again, this happened outside the school, so before school started. Yeah.
Superintendente, en español, ¿qué tan efectivo es su sistema para alertar a los padres cuando sucede algo como esto, un tiroteo así, para que estén seguros y no lleguen a la escuela?
Sí, tenemos un sistema muy poderoso para notificar a todos los padres cuando algo pasa, que no vengan a la escuela, y les damos instrucción de dónde pueden levantar a sus estudiantes, como hoy aquí en este edificio. So, también las gracias a los padres y los estudiantes por la respuesta que nos han dado, ¿verdad? Algo que cooperaron muy bien y pudimos juntar a toda la familia aquí en el centro en lugar de Lamar High School.
¿Qué tan rápido se mandó esa alerta?
Esas alertas se mandan cuando nosotros sabemos lo que está pasando. So, le mandamos notificación cuando está en lockdown inmediatamente para que no vengan a la escuela.
¿Qué va a pasar a partir de mañana y lo que resta de la semana con las clases? ¿Seguirán normalmente? ¿Qué es lo que van a hacer?
So no vamos a tener clase mañana en Lamar High School. Vamos a juntarnos con todos los que trabajan en Lamar High School para preparar para el miércoles, cuando abremos la escuela de vuelta, para que ellos también puedan estar preparados para los estudiantes, y alguien que necesita consejeros, vamos a tener consejeros también para ellos el miércoles.
Lastimosamente veníamos del spring break, de la primavera, de las vacaciones de verano. ¿Qué mensaje le da a las familias que han salido lamentablemente?
Pues es muy importante que todos trabajemos juntos. Nosotros somos una comunidad en este distrito escolar, con los padres, los estudiantes y todos de la comunidad, y que trabajemos juntos para que los estudiantes no tengan armas, para que ellos no vengan con eso a las escuelas y para que todos estén seguros. Es algo que trabajamos juntos y necesitamos continuar ese trabajo juntos.
Speaking of spring break, Chief, just like some rumor mill, I guess, on social media that there was some sort of beef over spring break via possibly social media, and that was maybe the motive. I know you said you don't know the motive, but can you speak to that, Chief, and clear up any rumors? And were all of the people, like, was the girl involved in, were they all connected in some way, is what I'm asking?
Right now, from what we see on the video, they were just sitting around waiting for school to start. We don't know, and I can't confirm that there was some type of beef. We're still trying to learn why it happened, and I think that once we learn why, I think then we can actually start digging back to see if there was some type of beef over spring break.
All right, we got time for one or two more questions.
What's the condition of the other student?
The other student was struck with shrapnel, light graze on the cheek area.
Also, some parents were stressed and concerned about the length of time it took for the to be reunited with their students. Can you talk a little bit about that process and why it took almost 5 hours?
Yeah, no, the reunification process is a really important process. It does take time because we're making sure that, number one, everyone is safe and transported to a different location. As the chief mentioned, it is an active crime scene, so we need to not be at Lamar High School. And that transportation does take some time, but it also takes time for parents to get here and to actually verify that they're the parents of the student. So I want to thank the parents for their patience. I know that this has been a very stressful day for everyone, including staff and students and community, but I thank them for their patience as we go through this.